Hey folks, I'm Matt Doyle, MLSsoccer.com's Armchair Analyst, and welcome back for another episode of Between the Lines. Wednesday night's game between Montreal and LA will feature two of the best forwards in the league, the Impact's Marco Di Vaio and the Galaxy's Landon Donovan. Di Vaio, 19 goals, tied with Mike McGee for the Golden Boot lead. Landon Donovan, 134 career goals, tied with Jeff Cunningham for the all-time lead. Two guys who really know how to put the ball in the net, but go about it in vastly different ways. Di Vaio is a classic run the channels and find space center forward. He plays almost always off the back shoulder of the last defender, looking to beat the offside trap, find that space, and finish on the break. It's an all or nothing strategy because if you beat the trap, then you have that space and likely a very good chance. If you don't beat the trap, you're offside. And Di Vaio has been offside 72 times this year, far and away the league lead, and within shouting distance of the all-time single-season record. It's a timing strategy that forces the defenders to make only one decision. Do I step up early and spring the trap, or do I drop off early and try to beat Di Vaio to that space, or at least beat him to the pass and clear it out? It works more often than not. That's why he's been caught 72 times. But the or not part is the big part, 19 goals. A striker playing that way does have a more global effect on the game, though. It's not all about him. Because he commands the attention of the backline, they're less able to focus on the midfield playmakers, on the wingers, on if there's a second forward, on that second forward. Di Vaio, just by being there, just by running off the back shoulder, takes defenders away from passing lanes and allows Montreal to combine through the middle more effectively, more efficiently. And it gives Justin Mapp those nice big spaces to run into with the ball and raise havoc. Donovan can play like that too. This goal against FC Dallas, this is a Marco Di Vaio goal. It's a classic. He beat the high line into space for a ball into space. He beat the keeper to it. He finished. But Donovan doesn't do this a lot. In fact, he does it very little, to the extent that he only has been caught offside 4 times all year. And that's for a guy who spent the vast majority of his time at forward. It's almost an inconceivable stat when you put it up next to Di Vaio's. But this one's even more inconceivable. Di Vaio's played 47 games in MLS. He's been caught offside 112 times. Donovan has played 301 games in MLS. He's been caught offside 112 times. So even though they're both forwards, they have different roles, different responsibilities, different angles of attack. Here's Donovan getting into space for goal number 134, by the way, and you can see he starts much, much deeper. Even though he ends up in the center forward's channel, he's not playing off the back shoulder. He's starting his run from a midfielder's position. And here he is with another breakout from a very, very deep position, about as deep as you can get, really. Now, he does just beat the offside trap. Poor Sam Cronin, by the way. But this really isn't a Di Vaio type goal because Donovan is not starting from in front of the ball. He's starting from behind it. It's a different type of run from a different spot on the pitch. That's where Donovan gets his goals from, the ones he gets in space anyway. Both of these guys can get goals in other positions, on other parts of the field, and that's what makes them so special. Enjoy them while we have them. Thanks for joining me, and I'll be back again next week with another episode of Between the Lines.